One of the things that can happen when you go to a church is you can feel like you just go to church and you show up, and it sometimes can feel a little like an event in your week. Grace Groups changes the dynamic from, instead of just going to church, is you are the church in a little way in a home where you can connect and you can reach out and you can grow and you can care for one another.
Jesus did it with his disciples, and he just had fellowship, and it's just a great model to try to follow, and it's just helped us get to know people on a different level and be closer with people that I probably wouldn't have ever been closer with if we didn't have this opportunity. So it's been really good that way.
We never would have known these people as intimately as we know them now. I mean, we have 7 families that we probably always would wave to at church and always cordial with each other, but that's where it would have stopped before we did this. And now we have 7 families that we're walking through life with. So, I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Vegas is so transient. Everybody everybody drives into their driveways and shut their garage door, and you don't really ever get to know people. At least that was our first experience. But since we've joined Faith Community and this group, it's been amazing that we've been able to connect and to grow and to meet other Christians who have the same values, and to the wisdom of the different age groups in the group too is amazing, to share that wisdom with the younger groups to the older groups. It's been pretty neat.
At least the neighborhood that we live in, we don't know our neighbors. And so a sense of community is sometimes lacking. And so by gathering with people in their homes, which is probably honestly one of the first times we've ever done it in a consistent basis with friends and fellow church members, has been great. And it's been very uplifting for us. In fact, during the pandemic shutdown, one of the things that we really missed was Grace Group. That's probably top of our list.
When we were invited, we jumped at it because it was a family group. And all of our activities now are so singular. Men's Bible study, the women's Bible study, the kids' youth groups, the kids' sports activities were always in different directions. So the opportunity to be together as a family was something that we just jumped on.
I think it's really important for kids to be surrounded by people with faith. And also, if they are doubting their faith, they can have kids that are their age that they can talk to and feel comfortable to share their doubts with, and we can help each other. And that's why we become so much like a family, is because we're comfortable with each other and we're comfortable with sharing our faith and helping each other out.
We lived here 7 years, and before we even had anybody over other than family to our home. And that was really, and it is kind of intimidating at first to kind of open your home up to, these families to come in, because you think everything has to be perfect and you want everything to look great. But then after you do, it's like, it's just come on in, make yourself at home. We all kind of just, accept each other for what we have, and it's a good time.
For me, I'm really protective of my time, and to give up time for a Bible study in my home, that can be a challenge during the busy seasons of life. That being said, if you look at scripture, Jesus always did his most important work in somebody's home casually around a meal. It's even modeled in the Last Supper and what he did with the disciples in his literal last meal on earth. And there has never been a time where I have left a Grace Group experience anything but completely full, socially and spiritually, and just kind of ready for whatever is coming my way that week. I don't know if I can put it into words. It's just powerful. And I think Jesus knew that. And I think that's why he did it over and over in just 3 short years on earth.